welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Patty Cake Games, and I play games. It's what I do. Today, we're starting a brand new adventure with a game by one of my favorite developers. We're doing I Am Dead. So this is relatively new. It's not super new, but it's relatively new. I've not played it. I've not even opened it. All I've done is watch a trailer for it, and I know where it comes from. It comes from the same company that gave us Stray, same company that gave us What Remains of Edith Finch. So it's going to be a highly emotionally evocative, really simple game. It's not going to be super complex. It's going to be very low key, which is great. I like nice low key experiences. So before we begin, make sure you look down below the video, click the like and subscribe button, and you can also click that notification bell. That'll make sure that you are notified every time a new video comes out. Now, I release videos every Saturday, so you have a regular schedule, but you might want to click the notification bell anyway because I do extra videos when I have extra time to record, and I put those out whenever I feel like it. So that will give you a notification whenever something new comes out so you don't miss it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I know almost nothing about this game except the title says I am dead, so I'm imagining, and from the trailer I'm imagining that I am dead. I mean, it goes without saying. Okay, move with L. Oh, it's slow.
Well, here I am again, Morris Lipton, off for my morning walk. This must be the finest stretch of beach on the finest island the whole world over. For a little speck of land in the North Atlantic, it sure is a good un. But this walk isn't the same without Sparky. She did love chasing that tennis ball. Oh, Sparky. I miss you, girl.
I miss my girl too. She died a few weeks ago.
Quiet place. You'd only come here if you like fishing or bird watching. But since the new ferry service started, we get loads of tourists. But what you gonna do? It's always changing.
That is true.
Yep, Shelmerston's a smashing place. I'm lucky to call it home. Oh, I see those yoga folks up at the lighthouse are up bright and early, saluting the sun and all that. I always thought that looked like fun. The crater's definitely been smoking more than usual lately.
Uh-oh.
That's funny, that, for a dormant volcano.
Is this where I would normally sit?
Ah, the bench. Yeah, this is, well, it's my bench. Yeah, the museum paid for it because I was the curator there. Yeah, and they did that to remember me because, oh yes.
You're dead.
I am dead. It's been some adjustment, but not all bad. Yeah, I should probably go and check on the museum, actually. Yeah, I've been collecting the stories of Shelmerston for years now, here in my museum. There are so many stories, and wonderful ones. The museum started off small, but just grew and grew.
So I've got a reticle I can move around now, so I guess... Okay, it tells me what I'm pointing at. Okay.
Not sure what's going to happen with it now that I'm no longer doing it. I do like coming back here, though. Gives me a bit of purpose. which I've really missed since, you know, becoming dead. Oh, one thing that's been keeping me amused. Since I've been dead, I found I can do some, well, new things.
Okay, let's lock on. Oh, okay. R2 to slice in. Oh, cool. Slice out.
Pretty weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what use it is, but it's been keeping me quite entertained.
Oh, so I can like slice in even to like the little things. Oh, is it me? It's me, and there's Sparky.
No, I couldn't. That sounds like Sparky. Is that you?
Oh, find this. Alright, so I have to find, what is it, a tag? No, it's my ashes. I guess this is what I looked like. Yeah, there's me and Sparky. I look like a friendly chap. Alright, I gotta find Sparky's. Or that, whatever, the Sparky's tag, I guess.
1 hour later.
Oh, it's in the ashes. Hi!
Morris, come with me. I need to show you something.
Oh, she can talk to me now.
It's Sparky?
Morris, you worked it out.
You can talk?
Well, I could always talk. You just couldn't understand me.
And you can hear me?
Well, sure. You are talking, aren't you?
Oh, Sparky!
What is it, Morris?
It's been so long. I thought I'd had my last conversation. Oh, I'm so very glad.
I'm glad too, Morris. I've been waiting for you. We need to go...
Oh, wait. Are you really my Sparky? My Sparky girl?
Mostly. The best bits. But listen, I don't know how long before the volcano erupts, but it's not long now.
The volcano erupting? But it's dormant.
Well, not anymore.
No. It has been dormant because of the custodian. But the custodian is weakening and we don't know how much longer they can hold on.
The custodian? I mean, what are you talking about?
Shelmerston is volcanic. It's supposed to erupt every once in a while. The only reason it hasn't is the custodian, keeping the island calm.
Custodian keeping the island calm?
Take your time, Morris. Dogs are better at understanding this kind of stuff than humans.
The custodian
Most stuff, to be honest.
is a ghost.
Yes! Now you're getting it. The custodian is a ghost who appeases the island, keeps it safe to live on.
Prediction,
Current
I'm going to take the
custodian has
custodian's
been doing the
place.
job a long time and really needs to retire.
Oh, and the island needs a new custodian.
And it's going to be me.
That's right.
And Sparky,
It's
probably.
up to us to find a new one. There are 5 prospects that I know of.
Oh, okay.
5 ghosts still hanging around the island who haven't gone into the west yet. We need to find them and see if they'll take
Nice
the
Lord of
job.
the Rings reference.
Well, what if none of the prospects wants it?
If the current custodian fades away and there's nobody to commune with the island's spirit, well, that would be bad.
Bad how, Sparky?
Well, I imagine the island would die.
Bad. You've seen how it's smoking. We don't have long now.
Well, could I be the custodian?
Oh, I wish.
Oh.
But Ghost Code 342b dictates that the custodian must be a ghost who has been dead on this island for at least 1,000 days. And we don't have that long.
Ghost Code 342B. Yeah, well, I suppose that makes as much sense as anything else.
Right.
Right.
Let's get going, Morris. Our first prospect is Peter Noach.
Oh, yeah, from the yoga center. Yeah, he died a few years ago, didn't he? Yeah, I remember his funeral on the lighthouse.
Yes, that's the fella. He always had those funny green treats. Let's go pay him a visit.
All right, so to the lighthouse then. Yes. Yap's Head Lighthouse.
Wow, flying. Oh, this feels nice.
Oh, right. Oh, you kind of forget about it after a while.
I always was impressed with this yoga center. Pete seemed like a chap who went through some tough times, and creating this place really seemed to help him.
Yep, and it's still going strong. They're always busy with folks from the mainland.
Yoga center run by a robot. How
That's
things
interesting.
change. Well, it seems to be working out, though. So, now Pete's a ghost, so how do we find him?
Good question.
Remember that clue I sent you from inside my urn? The tag?
Yeah?
Right. So that was something special to me while I was alive that helped me channel my ghost. A kind of memento. So we need to channel the ghost of Peter Noach. And to do that, we need to find his mementos.
And how are we going to do that?
By
Slicing.
looking into the memories of those who loved him best. People with memories of Pete will have little thought bubbles coming out of their heads. Those are a sign you'll be able to dive into that person's memory.
I suppose that's hardly the strangest thing I've heard today.
Oh, Morris, just you wait. Now, to recap. Find people who are close to Peter. View their memories, track down the mementos, and then leave the rest to me.
So people, then memories, then mementos, then Pete. Yeah, think I get the idea. Okay, let's go.
All right. Pete arrived on Shelmerston to take the job of lighthouse keeper. He led a solitary life for several years, seldom visiting the town and speaking only rarely, before opening the lighthouse as a yoga retreat with the help of a robot called M. View this dossier anytime from the map screen. Okay. It's cool. Okay, is that the robot? Alright, so... Pete's robotic assistant.
When Pete arrived at the lighthouse, he needed help running it, but refused all offers. Eventually, fearing the possibility of a shipwreck, Trinity House sent me to Shelmerston to help keep things running smoothly.
Okay, so it's fuzzy, so we have to... There. Robots like M were commissioned as part of the lighthouse automation project and shipped out to lighthouses all around the British Isles. Designed specifically to aid the running of a lighthouse, the M models were also known for their enhanced empathy circuits and horticulture skills. So they're good gardeners as well. M's room. Oh, he's got a memory. Neil Lambert.
I met Pete for the first time on a yoga retreat in Goa. He was the best yoga teacher, but very reserved. I noticed he had some army tattoos. I wanted to ask about them, but he would never talk about himself. When I got home, I looked him up. I couldn't believe it. He'd been with Special Forces in
There's
Hell
more than one
and was
picture.
awarded a medal for bravery.
That's how
Each
it
unit
works.
had been in an ambush. He tried to save a colleague whose leg had been blown off, but by the time they'd reached base, it was too late. Pete was the only survivor.
Oh, that's sad.
I booked the retreat again the next year. I thought he was such an interesting bloke. still waters, you know. And one evening, after class, I followed him down to the beach. I saw him throw something into the water and went to have a look. Picked it out of the shallows before it was washed away. It was his medal. I picked it up.
Oh, there it was. Right there.
I went back to Goa the following year, but Pete wasn't teaching and it just wasn't the same. Not as good. Then, a couple of years later, I saw an online ad for his new retreat in a lighthouse. I booked immediately. I took the medal with me. Perhaps he would want it back.
Okay, so it's a medal.
It was the same Pete Noach, and if anything, he was an even better teacher. One coffee break, when I got him on his own, I brought up Helmand in conversation. I wish I hadn't. It was like a shutter coming down. I didn't mention the medal.
Aww.
I kept coming back for the yoga, and you know, over the years I saw Pete mellow. I think the lighthouse was doing him good. He even cracked a joke with the group once in a while. So, that summer, the one before he died, I decided to act. It was the day I was leaving and I showed him his medal. There was a moment of total surprise. I was worried then. But he took it. He turned it over in his hand. The poor guy was lost for words. He gave me a nod of thanks and slipped it into his pocket. I'm glad he got it back.
All right, so a medal.
Pete, I had no idea.
This is delightful. It's a very simple concept, but it's very emotionally evocative. All right. Oh, nope, this button. All right, let's see if I can continue this now that I understand how it works.
When Pete arrived at the lighthouse, he needed help running it, but refused all. I bought Pete a plant as a welcome present. He introduced himself very quietly, but didn't seem to want to say anything else. He seemed distracted, like gravity was pressing down on him harder than other people. Whenever I would enter a room, Pete would mutter some excuse to leave. I didn't have a single conversation with anyone in months.
Oh, poor thing.
Eventually, Pete noticed the plant. Then, Pete noticed me. That was the start of what became this plant room. We spent hours in here over the years, sowing seeds and tending our plants together.
All right, so the plant.
Robots got complicated, didn't they? Yeah, I didn't realize how important M was to Pete. I suppose everyone needs a friend. Ah, Sparky.
That they do. All right. I already talked to him. Ah, the bird. Oh, the bird has a memory. Interesting. Stella the cormorant. Nope, not the lantern room. Sorry.
I was getting ready to lay my egg. But my nest needed that little something extra. I found the perfect thing.
A Rubik's Cube?
The human and that metal beast seemed quite agitated at their loss.
I always hated those blooming things.
Ah, I love Rubik's Cubes. I used to be really good at it. I used to be able to solve 2 layers without having to look up the solution. The 3rd layer I never actually learned how to do on my own, though. I always had to have help from a book or a guide. I used to fiddle with them when I worked at Verizon Wireless. I had one on my desk, and that's where I learned how to do it. Because I always have to fiddle with something when I'm working, when I'm just taking calls at work. I hardly ever do that anymore, so I don't have time to fiddle. But I used to fiddle with that, and that's how I learned. I taught myself how to do it. No, that's the sofa. I need to talk to her. Oh, I have to talk to the sofa and then her. Talk to. Examine. Log on to the sofa, then her.
Divorced and really wanted to go on a golfing holiday, but my best mate Tammy somehow talked me into doing a yoga retreat instead. Yoga made me feel weird and uncomfortable. After
It does
the first
that.
day, I'd basically given up. I thought Pete was a bit angry.
Now
at
it gets
me.
better, though.
It was hard to tell. Exploring the lighthouse, I came across Pete's set of clubs. Bingo, I thought. I wondered where I could practice my drive. I took the clubs up to the observation deck and spent all afternoon perfecting my stroke. The sun was shining. It was the best time I'd had all week. Suddenly, I was aware of Pete watching me. My heart sank, and I braced myself for a telling off.
Oh, he probably was happy, though.
How wrong I was. Pete cracked a smile and joined in. Every evening for the rest of that week, we were up on that observation deck, driving balls into the sea. Best holiday in years. I even got into yoga by the end.
So, golf tee. Okay.
I guess old Pete had a light side after all.
And I got one more memory to uncover. Oh, here she is. Simone Ensley. Oh, I should read all these. After Pete died, Simone wasn't sure if she would return to the Shelmerston Yoga Center, but she didn't want to let down the regular group of friends she'd made here. They always come for half-term, and when she arrived, she discovered that the old magic hadn't been lost. I'm going to go back and read the other ones, too, before we continue.
Pete was hard to read, you know? Strong, silent type. But you could tell he loved his collection of Buddhas. He said they were like fat little soldiers that kept him safe. To be honest, I thought that was a bit odd. But he was a great teacher. Pete was very protective about his collection. Hated people messing with them, even telling off Em when she was dusting them.
The vacuum, the little apron, that's so cute.
One day, one of the Buddhas went missing. Pete was distraught. Not much affected him, so it was a shock for everyone to see how upset he was. All of us at the retreat spent the whole afternoon searching, but we never found it.
So I'm missing Buddha.
To cheer him up, Em bought Pete a little toy robot.
Or maybe the toy robot.
You could tell Pete was delighted.
So the toy robot or the Buddha? No, it's the Buddha. We have to find the Buddha.
What a lovely gesture. She was a good friend, that Em.
Alright, now I gotta find the items. Alright, well, let's go back and look at... Oh, see, this is where the Buddhas were. And there's the robot. Alright, so she is Jennifer Leslie. Jennifer is a convert to yoga. Having initially been skeptical, a keen golfer, she's found that yoga has significantly improved her core stability, improving both the accuracy and power of her swing. Oh, and it tells you, like, whenever you highlight them, it highlights the item that was part of it. That's a nice touch, too. Okay, I read M's. Neil Lambert, a student of Pete's, meeting him at a yoga retreat in Goa years ago. And the cormorant. Still of the cormorant. Nests on the lighthouse. Okay. All right, so let's look in the lantern. And the toolbox. There's a feather. Okay, yeah, nothing in the toolbox. Okay, the controls are getting a little bit easier to use now. I'm getting a little more used to them. Okay, how about this one? Pete's toolbox. Ah, there. Got the puzzle cube. That's one. I just need to find the rest.
Dogs are actually very good at solving these. They're just hard for us to turn.
Confound your friends by insisting this is fun to solve. So I wonder, because it highlights it whenever I go to a specific
Okay.
area.
Let's find some more memories.
So it's not it doesn't highlight the item whenever I'm highlighting the person who remembered it. It highlights the item when I'm in the room. So I don't have them highlighted, but when I turn, it suddenly lights up. So it's in this room somewhere. I think that's what it means. Let's check the drawer here. Walkie-talkie. Yeah, nothing. What is this? A case. Yeah, there it is. Conspicuous Gallantry Cross.
This is a conspicuous gallantry cross. They don't give those to just anybody.
Awarded when Pete was serving in Helmand. Oh, sorry. In many ways, the reason he started teaching yoga. Okay. Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe it's grown up. It's been a couple of years, so... Yeah, there it is. Grapefruit tree. I just had to find one that looked like an older version of that plant.
Ugh. Dogs hate all fruit. I'm not going near this, Morris.
Citrus ex paradisi. Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm starting to
I was
pick up
reading
sight
that.
of something else here. I think it's Grenkins.
Grenkins?
Yeah, they're tiny spirits, distant relations of the island spirit. Apparently, they bring good luck. When we get close to one, I'll pop up and let you know.
Okay, Sparky.
All right. I guess that's what it is. Okay. So that's what it looks like? Okay. Botanically, the grapefruit was not Botanically, come on. Botanically, the grapefruit was not distinguished from the pomelo until the 1830s, when it was given the name Citrus paradisi. Its true origins were not determined until the 1940s, when the official name was altered to Citrus ex paradisi, the X identifying its hybrid Citrus ex paradisi, the X identifying its hybrid origin. Interesting. Okay, so there is an extra thing in here. I gotta find this thing. I don't know what it does, but we're gonna see if we can find it. It's a purple plastic clog. It's a crock. Yeah, there's another one. Oh! Okay, so the island spirit is a puzzle that I have to make that symbol.
Okay, we're in the right place. But now we need to slice and rotate this object to just the right spot to get the Grenkin out.
So it's not a picture of the Grinkin, it's a picture of what I need to see to find it. Oh, that's tricky. It needs to be flipped over. Like that, and then turned this way. Ah. Oh, I see. It's the brown spots, the dark spots. It's not the entire picture, it's just the edge. Okay, 1 out of 9.
Hello, Grenkin. Good to see you. Morris, these spirits have been on Shelmerston for thousands of years, and they bring good luck. We should definitely keep finding them.
Oh gosh, there's a ton of them. Gotta be round. Oh, maybe the watering can. Oh, watering can. That's, yeah, it's flashing, so this is it. It's gonna be this way. Or other way. Got it. That's it. Fun. That's a fun little object orientation puzzle addition. That's really interesting. This is really great. I love the art style of this too. It is absolutely beautiful to look at. All right, let's look for the... Is there anything? Oh, there's one here. I'm almost scared to look inside the toilet. Oh, but this is it. Oh, there it is. It's up here. Got it. Apparently there's a lobster living in the tank. That's not healthy. Okay, that was it. That was easy. Four. I'm about halfway with finding all the little spirits. Let's see. Oh, there, got it. And getting the angle right on those is tricky. Five, over halfway through. Or perhaps something in the furnace. No, not there. I don't think it's there. Diving bell. Yeah. Some say it's a long-lost skull of Robin Firth, the first lighthouse keeper of Shelmerston. Some say it's a leftover Halloween decoration. Okay. Toolbox. No. Okay, it's this one. Got it. That was quick. That was easy. There's a spider. His name is Jeremy, apparently. But I can zoom in on him. A spider named Jeremy living in someone's boot. That's cute. Got it. There's only 2 more of those. There it was. It was in there. How did this end up in there? It was in the vacuum cleaner. I didn't go through the dirt.
Oh, what a nice little fella. I'm glad we found him.
Okay, I just need the golf tee now. How did he end up in there? It's a very good question. How did they end up vacuuming up the Buddha? That seems weird. Alright. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. I gotta find where the golf tee is now. Okay, not there. Not here either. And no additional spirits. Okay, there's a spirit here. In this room somewhere. Oh, the golf tee's in this room too. Let's check the golf bag. That's the most logical place for it to be. Yep, right there.
I wonder how many golf balls are in the sea around this lighthouse.
A lot, probably. Golf tee from the Kabul Golf Club, where Pete Noach was stationed in Afghanistan. Oh, so it's actually a really important one. It was probably very important to him. Alright, where would that spirit be? Like, I don't see anything that matches that geometrically mathematical of a pattern. Oh, well, I guess we're done.
Mementos. Now what do we have to do?
Wow, I'm getting a really strong scent. Well done. I should easily be able to sniff out Peter's spirit now.
All right then. What do you need me to do?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, I'm good at
Just
doing
let
that.
me do my thing.
Hold this to release Sparky.
What in the world?
There's many things in the world you haven't seen, Morris.
Those things,
Yep. I mean, yep. Those are all of Pete's fragments. I just need to round them up.
Go get him, girl.
Oh, do I do this part? Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, I make them follow me. Okay. Oh, I can go past. Okay. Oh, there's more over there. Two more. Got him. It's weird. He gets covered with blobs of mustard. Oh, there he is. Oh, and he does like plastic clogs. He wears Crocs. That's all right. He's into yoga. Yoga people like Crocs, apparently. I have no idea if that's true. Don't at me.
Well, it's really you. Well, it's me, Morris. Morris Lupton.
Of course I remember you, Morris. It's lovely to see you. How's death treating you?
Oh, well, you know, it's a bit jarring, but... Well, I'm having a nice enough time. But listen, Pete, we've come to ask you something. Do you know about the custodian?
The custodian? The person who communes with the island, yes? I've noticed the volcano looks like it's waking up.
Yes, well, that's the thing. We need a new one.
Oh, me? To be the custodian? Oh, Morris, I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm the one for this job. I spent my whole life and my whole afterlife trying to find peace. And lately, I think I found it. I'm satisfied with how things turned out. I'm finally ready to go into the West. I don't want to stay around any longer.
Ah, well, fair enough.
Would you want to come with me? I would be grateful for the company.
Well, that's kind of you, but... I do really need to help find a new custodian. Maybe afterwards.
I understand. Well, best of luck with the search then. I'm sure you'll find someone perfect for it.
Well, he was a wash. But we have four more. Four more candidates. Hopefully I can go back and look. I'm sure I can go back and look for more of those little spirits, because
No
I'd like to
worries,
actually
Morris.
collect all the
Plenty of
spirits
other
too.
prospects. Well, 4.
Four. Yeah, plenty, as in
Going
4.
into the West. What is that?
That's passing on.
Well, that's a very complicated question, Morris. Just think of it as leaving all this behind, which is not something we can do now. We need to go find Val. They're opening the sculpture park today.
Oh, is that opening already? Time certainly does move a bit quicker once you're not in the world. Talking to people, it all feels so distant. Though, if I'm being honest, I suppose I was a little buried in the museum those last few years after... Well, you know, you might say I started living like a ghost well before I became one.
Oh, you weren't a ghost, Morris. That museum is full of life, and ghosts can't give belly rubs anywhere near as well as you did, trust me. Now let's get going. We're gonna find Val.
Ah, yes, Val. I do feel a bit sorry for her, having her home invaded by all these silly artists.
Maybe. But at least we have a laird who's interested in doing nice things for Shelmerston.
Yeah, I suppose so. I was never sure about letting all those artists stay on Shelmerston, but I must admit that his heart's in the right place. Well, let's find Val then. After you, Sparky.
The sculpture garden.
My, how the park has changed. I barely recognize it anymore with all these artists buzzing about.
Oh, they're not so bad. so many different and exciting smells.
Yes, well, you and I have always valued different things in smells.
And now we need to sniff out Val. Just like before, let's find some people with memories of her and track down those mementos.
Valerie Outram, 1978 to 2015. Valerie was the daughter of Henry Outram, the Laird of Shelmerston. Her mother died when Valerie was little, so she was always independent, roaming the grounds of Shelmerston Hall and exploring the island. In the early 90s, her father converted Shelmerston Hall to an artist commune and recently opened the grounds as a sculpture park. Nice. Okay. Well, we are going to stop here. This is a good place as any to end the first chapter of this game. So, thank you for... let me hit the volume here. There we go. Thank you for tuning in to the video. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button underneath. Remember, new videos every Saturday with additional videos during the week when I have extra time to record. So make sure that you hit the notification bell as well. That way you're notified when an extra video comes out sometime during the week. And there is a big project that I'm working on for the channel. It's going to be really interesting, I hope. And those are probably going to be extra videos that come out during the week. So stay tuned for that. Till then, you guys have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.